What's going on, guys? This is Blockbird Cryptocurrency coming at you with another video. Market cap is at $297 billion. Bitcoin is pretty much trading sideways. Ethereum is down 2%, and Litecoin is down approximately 1.5% as of the timing of this video, which is approximately midnight Eastern time. So I wanted to kind of speak off the cuff today, and I want to tell you how I am approaching this bear market, and it's really helping me put things back in perspective, and it's forcing me to get back down to the roots of what cryptocurrency is. And that has actually initiated a series of dialogues that I've been having about the future of tokens and why more and more every day I am getting bullish on coins, in particular coins that are mineable and they have an economic incentive. So you all probably heard about the recent news about ICO failure rates, and approximately half of all ICOs from 2017 have failed. And in addition to that half, approximately 25% are on life support. Basically, the market cap is plummeting, there's very little circulation or volume, and they're dying. So that is an exceptional failure rate amongst tokens. And why is that happening? Well, over speculation. Now, naturally, some would argue, and myself included, is that speculation leads towards innovation. By having these huge infusions of cash, people are able to direct their funds towards projects they believe in, and developers are able to get resources so they can develop these groundbreaking projects. So there are going to be exceptions to the rule, but the vast majority of ICOs simply are crap. And therefore, the vast majority of tokens too are crap. So before you hit that downvote on me, if you are an Ethereum booster, and I actually personally like Ethereum, I think it's a revolutionary cryptocurrency and it does a lot of good for the crypto ecosystem. But let's talk about its derivatives, those tokens, and what the blockchain means, and why I had to ask myself the question, is Ethereum the new Federal Reserve? So, how did many of us get into this space? We were trying to find economic freedom and to invest in that which was scarce. It was a hedge against the inflationary policies of central banks that have been robbing the people blind for approximately 100 years. We were railing against the fiat-based system, which is a monetary system that is backed simply by faith. Now, the contrarian may say that, well, things like Bitcoin or Litecoin, those too are backed by faith. And while they are partially right, they are not all the way correct, and this is why. In a proof-of-work blockchain, you incentivize people to run nodes, you incentivize miners to put their processors through a series of complicated algorithms in order to get rewards for a particular cryptocurrency. And in order to get those rewards requires tremendous hash power and electricity, which for the most part is indeed a finite resource. So we can actually attach those cryptocurrencies that are mineable to actual kilowatts. This is a lot different than fiat, which is essentially a series of zeros and ones that come out of a computer system. But there's only so much processing power a computer has. There is only so much electricity one can afford, and therefore this creates an automatically scarce object, and importantly, a finite resource. No different than gold or silver or iron, hence mineable. This is why a lot of people refer to Bitcoin as digital gold. And so, why is proof of work important? Well, proof of work, in contrast to pre-mined tokens, automatically decentralizes. Well, in theory, we have our own problems with Bitmain, but I'll get into that in another video. But in theory, in particular, let's actually focus on projects like Vertcoin. By having proof of work, you incentivize thousands of people all across the globe, and hopefully in the future, millions of people, millions of people to run nodes, to mine cryptocurrency, and thus keeping the coin as decentralized as possible. Now let's look at the ICO model, and especially in light of stories coming out about manipulation, about Tron, for example. There seems to be some funny business with that. Shout out to Crypto Misfits. I actually discovered this yesterday watching their channel, and there's a lot of funny business that goes on with these ICO tokens, simply because the developers are like gods, or we might as well call them gods, of this cryptocurrency sphere. Tell me, what other group of people are able to, at will, print money with the press of a button? Or in this case, print money with a series of codes, of calculations and programming? Well, that would be the Federal Reserve. Very similar, in my opinion, to an ICO, where, an ICO, the developers set up a certain number of tokens, and they issue them out for a particular price, and they turn themselves, more often than not, even the failed projects, into instant millionaires. Now, when we think about the number of cryptocurrencies that are now available, I think we're over 1,600 and counting. This leads to a dilution of the market and runaway inflation. The assets within the cryptosphere that are not even ICO tokens, they begin to lose their value through this process of dilution. Again, no different than trillions and trillions of dollars being printed year in, year out, diluting all of our bank accounts and thus bringing down the value. So that's what I'm thinking about when I say, is Ethereum, maybe not even Ethereum, but these ICOs that are popping up on top of the Ethereum platform, are they essentially new Federal Reserves? Now, in addition to that, let's just think of use cases and minimum viable products. How many ICOs are coming out that actually have a working product, but have a market capitalization larger than some major tech firms that have produced actual products. Well, that happens actually pretty frequently. And then finally, if an ICO, well, in this case, I guess it wouldn't be an ICO, but let's just say a tech company has an idea. For example, Airbnb on the blockchain, okay? And this application wants to allow users to spend cryptocurrencies to rent temporary vacation housing. Very similar to Airbnb, but it's powered by the blockchain. Now, why couldn't the same application simply use pre-existing cryptocurrencies or pre-existing coins like Litecoin, like Bitcoin, instead of issuing its own unique token? And now, one may say that, well, in order for them to make money, they're going to utilize their token within that system. Well, that necessarily doesn't have to be the case. What about instead, let's say if you are allowing people to transact in Bitcoin on your Airbnb-like app, could you not simply charge a fee, a portion of Bitcoin, and fund your operation that way? Charge a portion of Litecoin, or whatever coin of your choice is, whatever decentralized cryptocurrency you are utilizing in that app. Additionally, thinking about plugins that are on the way or that are already here, such as the plugin from Coinbase that allows merchants to transact with the Coinbase coins of Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Litecoin, and Bcash. I don't want to say that too loud, but it allows merchants to transact with these cryptocurrencies. And then we have Utrust down the pipeline that is essentially a PayPal for merchants that allows people to use cryptocurrencies of their choice and they're immediately converted to fiat. We have actual use cases and plugins that can be incorporated into these MVPs, these minimum viable products, and they can utilize what's already there. Bitcoin is super secure, hasn't been hacked, it's been around for almost a decade now. It's reliable, especially once that Lightning Network rolls out fully. It's going to be one of the most advanced, if not the most advanced cryptocurrency on the block, alongside Litecoin and Vertcoin, and in my opinion, rendering these fast transaction coins or these instant transaction coins like Ripple completely obsolete. So, I just want to just share this with you guys. Just some thoughts in my mind. I'm still, I'm going to be honest with you. I still do hold some tokens, and it's not because I'm a bag holder at all. No, I think there are some great projects out there. I just think with tokens, we have to tread far more carefully than we do with coins. At least coins that are mineable and have communities where people are being paid to utilize the blockchain. They're being paid to lock that system down, which keeps coins, 1, more resistant to manipulation, 2, decentralized, and 3, far more secure, and less susceptible to the whims of ICO founders. Okay guys, that's about all. Let me know what you think in the comments. Are you more bullish towards coins or tokens? How are you feeling about Ethereum falling? I hope that it is able to recover, and I think it will once this bull market starts back up. But I'm sure I'm not the only one who is having these questions. If you like this video, be sure to Give me a like, and also don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell for instant notifications. And in the meantime, I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.